Hello, everyone. It's me, Bugboy1040, with Fox Diana. Uh,
Oh,
we are here to do a little session. Fox wants to have a talk with Tokyo privately. So that's why we're here. Talk privately, Fox and without someone, without the in like that. Is that what I'm gathering from intentions, Fox? Couldn't hear you.
you can't hear me right now?
I hear you right now, but didn't hear what you said before.
I said, yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. Then yeah. All right. So we go back to the castle, to the castle ward in Hearthstone. Um, go back to Toshio. One called Toshio Manor. Toshio Castle. We'll just call it Toshio Manor.
Toshio Manor.
And just send in like Tokyo matter. With
What was that about?
matter.
What was that?
Good?
What was that about feeling
Good?
bad or feeling better?
What?
I couldn't tell what you were saying. I couldn't.
Could O matter. Getting it?
Oh, I heard
Tokyo matter.
T-O. I heard T-O mad.
Oh my god. Okay. You said Tokyo matter. Matter.
Oh, I don't know if Toshio is bad right
So
now.
I said could O matter.
I don't understand what you're at. Anyway, we're just gonna go into the scene. I have no idea what you're saying. You're not gonna.
Toshio Manor.
Oh, Toshio Manor. What about it?
Tush-E-O Manor.
Yeah, Toshio Manor. What about it? I don't get why you guys keep saying that word.
It's a pun.
I don't get how it's a pun. How is that a pun? Don't get it. I like how you both DM'd me at the same time. Oh, oh, that's what the explanation is. Okay, that was not what I was thinking at all. When I was trying to think of what the pun is, I was thinking like, was it like a Tosh IO pun or something? It's like a one of those IO games. Okay, well, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess now in retrospect, I know there was, but the reason why I couldn't tell what you're saying is because I didn't get the pun, and still I don't fully. I kind of get how what the pun is. It's not. Regardless, we're already 5 minutes into this, and we haven't even started. Silly. Okay, so all right. So the scene set up back again. When exactly is this taking place? Before or after the one?
After.
Okay, so Cathangus has spent 4 hours meditating as his long rest. Pulchio was off the entire. given the fact that she doesn't really fully. She can. She doesn't always.
Alright, I keep on forgetting that.
It's due to her own kid. Either way. So, it's Frozen. And, Cathanglus, how do you want to start the scene? You want to, like, walk up to her door? Do you like the station door? What do you
Nathaniel slowly approaches the alchemy station, just observing all of the stuff there.
Okay. And Toshio at this time, I would go ahead and say, probably sitting in her throne when she fly.
May I help you all?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, I was raised upon potions. I just got.
Looking at everything and just want to. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
I just felt the urge to just start making potions. Sorry.
Oh no, go fun, have fun.
It's been in my blood, you could say, for a long time, and, well, it just kind of, in a weird way, makes me nostalgic.
You're cuckoo for potion making.
Thank you. I'm sorry I never got the chance to ask you about this. My mom never told me that much about the friends she knew and made, except in storybooks.
Well, you're not an overseas type. Very private.
You think so?
Mm,
I try to learn from them. I try to be like them.
no, you cannot be like everyone. You have to be yourself.
Ironically, that's not the first time I've heard that.
And why be like everyone? That's boring. You be you.
Come again?
Why be like everyone else? Just be you. Be you.
I don't know.
Well, do you want to be a boring walker or do you want to be you?
True.
Be you. Sorry, me. Eh?
Hmm?
What do you plan on making, eh?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear it, and I'm trying to hear it above. The music is overpowering for some reason.
Eh,
I'll turn down the music. Sorry. There.
There you
That
go.
should be better.
What do you plan on making, eh? Maybe.
Usually I tend to make random potions. I tend to make whatever my heart desires.
Hmm. Then what is it?
I mean, one time I accidentally started making love potions. I don't know why.
Oh, you feel the part of the tinglies. Tingle, tingle.
And besides that, I always find calmness in potion making, paintings. I mean, I remember as a little kid, there was a little direwolf project that I made that somehow came to life. All I did was mix
Mhm.
fire and ice together.
Fire and light?
Fire and ice. Just demonstrate by doing a firebolt and ray of frost together, just in like tiny setting, just making a small figurine, just like this.
And as you do, they swirl and spin around each other. Some sort of fire and ice auroras, floating in a dazzling.
Every time I do this, it kind of calms me down a little bit.
It is quite pretty, and like nothing that you.
Alright.
Toshio?
Ooh, I like that. Hey,
Thank you. Besides that, I also
Can I-
made my own mascot out of fire and ice before. Oh, it looked different from the other one that I made in the past.
As he mentions mascot, Toshio, you have some bring back start to as you start to look a little strangely at as you realize probably refer to those kind of Strixhaven mascots. Though not many people know of that place, so you just kind of play along. Also, yes, you sound better now.
Oh my!
Fox, you on microphone. That
God damn it! I said you sound much better.
an awkward silence falls over the two.
Hmm. Can you show me? How do you know?
I just need a little bit of space because I don't want to accidentally harm you. I don't want to accidentally hurt you.
Me? Hurt? Harm?
Just just afraid of hurting friends.
Hmm. It's like Coco Picnic.
He just swirls together fire and ice again and just slowly forms into the shape of a direwolf.
And as you do, you're allowed to drag that element. Go ahead.
I remember making him when I was younger. It was kind of like a little to make my father happy. And then somehow it came to life by itself and just wouldn't leave me alone. It started just listening to me and I wouldn't. It just kept on following me. Named it Huey.
Toshio, you smile as you see it, as it is indeed what you suspected, though you mages can never conjure things.
Good boy. Yep.
I tend to open up my heart to the wild around me.
That's good. That's good. Good. Good.
That's I have strange memories of the past of myself. I remember that I was, if this makes sense, I was in Have you heard of Prismarian Witherbloom?
Yeah, yes, she has.
I feel like I was somehow a student of both of them at once. I feel like I may have been more than two. I remember just talking to this odd old lady who knew math and who told me that maybe I could replace her one day.
Sorry for cutting you off, Kaine. I did not mean to. I was just saying yes, you have, as in I didn't expect him to respond right.
I'm sorry!
Okay, you did fine. You did fine. It's just you. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just helping Kayana out with what Toshio knows. She can fill in a lot of the blanks herself, but there are a few things I have written down for her. Though, to be fair, most of those have already done that. Okay, I'll let her speak.
Yes, I know you should.
This place kind of just reminds me of the same energy I felt back at my home.
You
True
know,
home.
I once accidentally met. I met her going to the Feywild. And when she accidentally stumbled into the Feywild as a little girl, she fell into a hole. Like those corny stories that you read in the library called Wonder, Wonder, Wonderful Land. That's what it's called. Wonderland. Tree tops on the seats. Well, she was very curious, and I followed her. Mm-hmm. She took my fruit.
Really? Sorry, I like hearing stories. I am I'm guilty of being curious myself.
Yes, you share same.
I am here, by the way. I just am muting.
Okay.
This session will be almost entirely dialogue. Not much I need to.
And I just want to let you know, if you any friend of my mom and dad is a friend of mine. If you ever need my help at any capacity, you have my word.
Oh, thank you, Sunday boss. Now let me tell you. How about you do your work, and then you make me a good potion where I can have to clean my floor. I like looking at myself. A shiny thing. Pretty.
Can gladly help. Just want to let you know, if you needed me to join your faction or anything, if you needed my help for anything.
No, don't worry. You are definitely going to be a part of it.
Because I had a nightmare recently of something bad coming. Didn't feel like a dream, though. It felt like a vision of some kind.
Oh,
It wasn't even normal. It was an apocalypse.
what kind of an apocalypse?
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's a humongous creature. It was made me feel scared upon looking at it. It just had this whole entire aura of dread around it.
And with
Hmm.
that, I would go ahead and say, Theo remembers does have the probably not have to read him to find out.
Hmm. Oh, really? Okay. Huh. That was not what I needed to see. Oh, okay, hold on.
Just know that whatever's happening,
That's what Second Thoughts does for
just know that whatever's happening, maybe if everyone works together, they can put a stop to it.
No, well, we could definitely make a stop. But we need Hillary, and we need Duel.
Did you read his mind?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you did, then I'll let you go ahead and stab block creature that if that's okay.
Okay.
I'll do it now.
So that's how we could think. It's just shaking slightly.
So you will now be able to
Okay. Do. Whoopsie. Annoying giant bat?
It's not that one that he saw.
Oh, okay.
No, it was not the paladin. The one that starts with a T. Dream got to see a little peek.
Ugh, creepy. Oh no, not him again.
Again?
I mean, what? He never brushes teeth. He always smell like stinky cheese. I don't know, no. He come walking with fire and zip.
The thing is just chuckles slightly. I actually lightened my mood a little bit to talk about that. Just, I don't want to tell anyone about this besides you because I honestly don't know how anyone would react if they knew that was coming. I want to keep everyone safe. I want to keep everyone protected.
I once fought one, and I was once known as one. It was like me and another one, like another person who comes stop and seal one of them away. This one is very angry at me. It's coming after me. Then it knows I'm hiding the other one.
I just don't want whatever it is to attack anyone I love.
Don't let it breathe on you. No. Keep distance. That's nasty.
Thangus respectfully bows. Thank you.
You create bomb. Bomb with minty fresh tips. Then you will throw it in face. Why don't you not write it down? Tap tap. Make bomb. Have mint too. Then throw in face.
You really think that'll work?
Yes, it will make his breath smell nicer, and then you can go closer to him to see his skin.
I mean, everything has changed within the past couple of months. I just been through a lot, and I've been so lost. I've been talking to, Uncle, Silvestro, a family friend of mine. And he's been trying to help me see something, and I just want to find out myself. It's hard when you don't know much about what you can do.
He seems like a very wise man. Mm-hmm. He sounds wise. Very wise. Yes, yes,
I do?
yes.
I mean, I also have this, that I had a bow that I had a violin that I made myself. Kind of crafted after how my mom made hers.
And from what you see, it's a exquisitely made pale bow that looks like it's made of. Actually, wait, Toshio would know what this is. It looks like it's made of ironwood. The clear sign word as word could make some iron without. No, actually, no. Only a druid could make. So you, Toshio, are not personally a fan of the material, but you appreciate craftsmanship.
I don't like material, but it looks really nice.
I handcrafted it myself when I was out in the forest.
Ooh.
I thought about doing more when I crafted this. I thought about, what if I make objects out of this? What if I make stuff made for people, if you know what I mean? Just if I help others with my gifts.
Well, you should help other people with your gifts. Your gifts should be used by many people with this.
I mean, so far all I have is just the ability to put people in nightmares, which I hate.
I know one person who would enjoy all the nightmares that they get.
Just don't want to hurt people with my nightmares again. I'd rather have everyone have calmness and just joy.
Well, some
I've always delighted in making others happy.
well, I do know that sometimes nightmares are good for learning. Some nightmares are for your learning. Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Learn from my nightmares?
Yeah. Sometimes nightmares are teaching lessons.
I mean, I have a lot to learn in general. The bond that you have with, the bond you have with your Kitsune, reminds me of the bond I used to have with Raiju before he became celestial and then later learned to be a dragon. He used to be
Mm,
able to teleport, just not to other areas, just small teleports.
Also, remember that ring?
Yes,
You give
I
you
never
good
took it
dreams.
off.
He give you good dreams. He will
It
let
just
you give. He will let you give people good dreams. You're good, and it will help control your power. So you won't be going pew 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 everywhere. You won't be spewing like a nice peach cookie right on the ground. No, no. True? What?
thank you.
What was so funny? I don't understand. What? Peach go fall on ground. Fall on ground. Peach destroyed. Peach no more yummy. Peach dirty.
I don't know why I find that so funny. It's nothing. It's not me mocking you. I promise. I have high respect for you. It's just you really do remind me of an old friend that I used to have when I was younger. It was it. You ever? No, you can't be.
Hmm?
Sorry, you just the way you act seems like someone I remember that was watching me over when I was little.
Hmm. Oh, really? Interesting.
And my mom and I also used to just me and my family used to always test my powers and learn how to conduct my powers through nature.
Hmm.
So simply, within Witherbloom, I gained something special within myself. Power to just make my hand to a vine, grab people and pull them towards me.
You
Don't
turn
like
your head
using.
into a vein?
I don't know why I can do that, but it's interesting. Life, death,
You
creation,
became
destruction.
tree. Like roots from a tree. You became a vine.
Indeed. I just don't like using it unless I know that unless it's the last resort.
Hmm. Don't use that when you wanna get freaky. That would be awkward. Don't get first thoughts. I'll smack you with my tail.
this there's more than I know. Well, there's more that I was told. If I had my way, I'd ask you for hours, but I know I have to leave soon. Sorry. I just it feels nice to talk to someone who knew my mom. Besides, well, a family friend.
Hmm. Well, if you have any questions, come talk to me, and I will answer all your questions.
Thank you.
And don't press dirt on my floor.
I mean, to be fair, I try to not dirty anything. So it's
Hmm.
something I tried not to do, but as much as I try, it sometimes happens. Just the way of nature, I guess. It was. Do you know of Sylvester told me to look for an archaic. Do you know what an archaic is?
I do.
You what?
I do. I can put it.
But it would be hard to find one.
Good. In
Apologies if I sound disappointed. I just
Oshio, you about them in books, and what you know, there's legends about, but that is about as much as you. Are you going to relay that to?
be totally honest, I just read it from books. That's only where all my knowledge is. And it's a legend that they exist in the Feywild. But, you know.
I searched for them for. I searched all around the Feywild. I would notice something like that, wouldn't I?
Oh, yes. They insist that they are very easy to catch. Explode. Yes, yes.
I just know that no matter what happens.
Unless they were trying to stay hidden. They're sneaky.
Why would they stay hidden?
They don't want to get caught at the time.
I mean, understandable.
But like every creature, they have a little thing that there's always something to noticing, even if they try to hide themselves. There is one tiny spot that you can find them. But there is also at the point where maybe it's not the right time for you to meet yet.
I just want to try my best to just at least unlock that little part of myself.
Time will come. You will meet when you will meet.
I know. I just know that I want to learn more about Strixhaven and just stuff here. The fact that you have College of Eloquence is actually interesting here. Just all the stuff here just reminds me of home and just. I had to. Sorry, I had to catch myself. It's hard not to cry when thinking about it.
If you want to cry, cry.
Thank you.
We can leak whenever we want. Crying don't make you weak.
I'd like to ask for a favor.
Hmm?
I'm making potions. Am I allowed to come here and work here? This is the best workshop I've ever seen.
No.
No?
I just kidding. You can come anytime you want. Then you just don't make clean after. Yes, yes. As long as you bring me peaches. It is done on the floor.
I know. I mean,
You bring me peaches, and let you use my life.
also, if I ever find the time, I'd like to learn your Soul Bonders class, if that's okay.
Of course. It's more than okay.
I just want to keep the ancient arts of this alive and just, well, myself and others.
Mhm.
Ironically, I'm starting to feel less worried about harming others, but at the same time, it's just the constant fear. The last thing I want is just to have another fight like what happened in the past. At the same time, it's whenever I look at myself, it's odd because at the same time, I'm neither alive nor am I dead. I'm stuck wondering what the hell am I?
You're a unique being. You are. Hmm. You're fluffy and scaly.
Thank you. I try to just. One thing I always like to do is have everything in my life. I just tend to keep memories as well. Heck, this shield that I have comes from friend Hoonry's mom. Though it's not magical. I kind of wish it was. It was not magical. Though it's more the memory that I like than the magic.
What part of it, the memories?
Yes. My mom always told me to be happy for the memories I have. Just cherish each and every one. Those are the
I think your microphone might be cutting out.
time.
Yes, yours.
Give me a moment. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. Sorry for that. My mom told me to just keep the memories to keep every memory I have, because those are the real gifts of life. At the same time, if I hold too much, then it's gonna just affect everyone. It's good to let go at the same time.
Depends on which memory that is.
The shield, for example, came from my friend's mom. And it's the memory of when I first saw her. As much as I wish it was magical, I can't make it magical, and I don't know if I kind of want to.
Mm.
This armor that I wear of myself is from my old cursed form, and while it was cursed, at the same time, it's a thing that I overcame.
Hmm.
I'm just afraid that all the memories will become gone when I become sturdier.
No, your memories will never be gone. They will be. They are sometimes just kept in one little area, and when you're ready to go back to it, you go to it.
I mean, memories guide me. One of my biggest pasts is just I learned how to speak primordial for the sole purpose of trying to understand old magic. The first magic. before all the wars. Try to understand the history.
Hmm. Well, I guess we have to have a history class, yes.
I wouldn't mind that.
Do you want to roll a history check?
Wait,
I thought that's what the joke was.
Mhm.
let's see if I actually do good. Hey, that's good.
You did roll a 23. So what is it that you're wanting to remember?
General the history
Of
past things that I learned and remembered.
from what? Be more specific.
Uh, Basically the start of when I started learning primordial when I was a little kid.
Ah, you start to remember back on your own. Remember as a kid playing with nature, wanting to time you would have magic. Started with little simple can. You're playing around in the water. Then as you're playing around in the water, you like changing it. The water began to grow, suddenly like start to move on its own. Kind of played around with you, enjoyed playing around with it, and when you asked it what it was, he says it couldn't speak. Well, it was, but and you asked others for help, and one didn't believe you. Two, they said if it's how you described, it's probably an elemental audio. So then you sought out to learn primordials, watercraft.
As he's just remembering, he's just smiling. I remember the languages I used to learn. I remember primordial because there's just I was starting magic. There was just this little tiny being inside the water. It was playing around with me, and just as I was laughing, it was just having fun, and it just seemed to have a life of its own. I just got so interested in it. I tried to learn how to speak like it. I tried to understand it. Eventually, upon a lot of teaching, I got down. And the stories it told actually was very interesting to me. Every single tale it told, I wrote down inside this little notebook I have on me at all times. I never share anybody though. Being over 100 and at the same time just not remembering much of it kind of scares me. I mean, heck, my mom's over 3,000 years old.
Oh my god. You're a baby.
In the eyes of her, yes, I still am.
No. Mm-mm. I'm older than you. But in other ways, you are a baby.
You're older than me? At
He
the same
actually
time,
is. Yes, Toshio is actually older.
I would say I wouldn't believe you, but no, I started understanding life more.
I understand I look good.
So you look very good.
Oh, thank you. I I eat lots of pee and a straw. Eat. Peach and stretch. Peach and stretch.
Is that really the secret?
And also moisturize and have good sleep.
Sleep has always been a thing for me. I used to. There are times where I just wouldn't do anything as a kid. There's the times where I just not stop doing anything.
Hmm.
I was jokingly called a prodigy by my family and mockingly by my brother.
Mm.
Everything I did, I just seemed to understand. Couldn't help my I couldn't help being a prodigy. Times I felt ashamed of it, but times I don't know why I felt ashamed of it.
Don't be feeling ashamed of what you can do. You are a prodigy. Don't say you're not.
You're right. Thanks just quickly looks around to see if he's being spied on. Hey,
Raiju looks around, and no, neither Raiju nor Brilliant notice any crying sound.
I have a secret. I didn't want to say it because I was worried I was going to be spied on again. In one way or another, my mom is still alive.
Now that shocks Toshi.
She's frozen for a second, like. Wait. Is it what? Where's she?
My friend Hoonari has her as a spirit statue.
And then Toshio remembers back to those four-hold summoned spirits. It makes more sense now what he meant by Toshio still alive. As she's still dead, but she's inside of a living statue, and her consciousness is still communicating.
Wait, you're a statue.
No. Yes, I am.
You seem more lively than I thought any of those would be.
Mm.
Toshio is not a statue now.
I was just accepting what you said.
Oh, what I said.
You
was
did
that
say you said
Tatsuya-
Toshio was a statue.
What I said was that Tatsuya was that brought back in,
Mm.
and then brought back in a lore style spirit statue. Now Toshio is not.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? And so I was like,
That's how I got
no.
confused.
Yeah, no, Toshio is a living, breathing foxhead.
Yes, I am very flippy, and I have lots of shots.
Also, Cathanglis, I put a new stat block in folder. You'll see it. That was the exact creature that you met in the lake that. You can feel free to name it whatever you want to.
Ah!
Have fun with that one, because a young Cathanglis met that and befriended.
Knowing myself, I know what to name it.
I think that was a bit fortuitous for the fact that someday you'll get to mental. Thanks to Moon Druid. And also thanks to maybe Epic Boons. We'll see. Anyway,
My
discussion now.
As much as I wish I can have her as a spirit statue of my own and have her constantly with me, it stinks, but I have to give her back to Hunari. Every time it does, I feel like a part of me is just ripped out of myself. But I can't argue with Hunari.
I like to think that Raiju nudges you. Still here though.
The thing is, hugs Raichu, just like, I know, buddy. Raichu's been alive with me thick and thin, even when he was dead. He watched the end of days, he watched a lot of days. Heck, I thought the person in the water before it was an elemental was him.
Hmm.
He tended to match me in curiosity. Everything my parents did and everything I did, he just watched and tried to copy. Eventually learning how to speak himself. He is much smarter than the average dire wolf.
Oh, that is a wolf? I thought that was a dog.
He's a celestial dire wolf. Celestial draconic dire wolf. But to him, he'll always be my little buddy. I simply do not fear him at all. After all, he had the unique. My family had the unique birthing of that happened that we were technically born the same day. We are kind of fated to be one.
Mm.
Everyone in my family hunts to get one. Going around and trying to find one and trying to bond with them. Mine just chose me automatically.
Mm.
Tended to make my brother very mad with the way how easily it was for me to just actually bond with Raichu.
Mm-hmm. So what is that?
Oh, but it's what?
Oh, no. Can I hide? Can I hide? Oh.
Oh, that's Derma.
What are you doing in this?
She's been with me since the beginning of all this mess.
Hi. Actually. Jerry! Ugh. I
I'm
will speak to
confused.
you.
I'm confused. What's currently going on?
Never mind, Toshia.
Ah, okay. Now I understand.
She caught him. She caught her in his mind.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I left the room to go get more water. I came back and I was slightly confused. Now
Ah,
Oh, I just. Excuse you.
apologies. This is very interesting.
Hmm. That is it is a she a character. Yes.
I tend to have a lot of phase around me Just points to just the fireflies around him. For some reason, they won't leave me alone.
And the pieces of mold and dust and spores.
Mm.
You do
As much
notice...
as they look like,
Sorry, go ahead.
as much as they look like mold, to me, I can see each individual.
If it wasn't for the if it wasn't for the fact that he, well, you can imagine that after some time he would just recover.
Mm.
Come to think of it, when was the last time that Cathangus did?
He bathes frequently.
Okay, I'm just asking. I did not honestly remember.
I did actually put this a fact. I did put that he does take a bath. He does bathe frequently in the carriage.
Okay.
Where one person would see mold and dust, I actually see, for some reason, tiny fays. I don't know why they are stuck to me like this. They just listen to me. Or my mom, but I don't understand it. Sorry.
No, keep talk.
Apparently, according to Silvestro, where he talked about, they look up to me for some reason. For some kind of protection.
So you must be very talented, yeah?
To be fair, I hope I'm protecting them right.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
There's something odd in seeing them smile like this, seeing them... I'm talking a lot.
That's okay. Sometimes talking a lot will get me to know you a little bit about her, and then I can figure out what to do to help you, yeah.
I came from a family where just technically all of the deals I make, all of them are actually important. Every little promise that I make has to be respected and upholded.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to keep my promises if I so every promise I make sure to keep it. I made a promise to just protect others. I made a promise to heal. Ironically, I can't heal myself much, though, but it's a small price to pay to see others happy. Plus, at the same time, learning about myself is kind of fun.
Hmm.
I can speak into other people's minds for some reason. I can hover. It's odd and kind of freeing.
Interesting. No. Here. Come.
Hmm.
she takes a small piece of his like a scale from his body. Just one tiny. Fix it quickly. Like a
Okay,
light pinch.
you want to take a single dragon skin.
Yeah. And then she puts it in this liquid and she shakes it up.
Okay, before that, make a strength. I'll make a strength check with Toshio. I assume you do not resist, cause
No.
okay. Now I'll make a strength check to make sure she can actually pull. Yeah, she's able to. Pulls a 6, which lowest down to a 15. So, yeah, she's able to pull it off. Wild. What would you like to have? You can DM it to me. Hello, Ravager. Nice to see you. Chat. Currently, this fund that you are quote unquote missing on discussion. Toshio and private discussion.
It's kind of funny that he appeared here this late. Can I name the creature that? Just want to give it that name. Yeah, that's a good name to give it.
Okay, so as she puts the scale in there, happened, takes it up, begins to it almost like strange. Because as you look into it, at it, and it almost looks like this like paper object, something. As if the scale is trying to put green into the.
My scale is able to do that?
And as you say that, you start to see them swirl and coalesce. And there's the small black shadowy figures. Actual.
Can you try to identify who it is?
Yeah, make an investigation check or Arcana.
Investigation check or what?
Arcana, whichever is higher. Okay. You're able to identify it. This figure is what you can only describe as how you self curve. Basically, a self reflection of your opinion.
Why is he? Why does he look so sad?
Gio, are you still reading his thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Then you are able to recognize that this is what he knows.
I'm letting him figure it out. I don't want to say anything.
Oh, okay.
This is me, isn't it?
You don't have to say anything. And as you say that, You notice the shadowy figure hold up one of his hands, put it.
The thing just nervously tries to figure out what it's trying to do.
Just standing there.
Don't worry, it won't bite. Touch.
It looks like it's trapped.
As this happens, it slowly, seemingly start to cry as you start to melt.
That is how I feel. That is me. Sorry, I got started there. I'm trying to get used to not feeling trapped. It's hard.
Now,
I feel like I'm stuck inside myself.
now the potion.
Drink.
Drink it?
Yes.
Okay. Then it just slowly drinks it.
Make a Constitution check. I will say, by the way, this Constitution check is once you drink all of it.
Mm.
Was that check or a saving throw?
Hold on. What's the saving throw? I'm gonna roll the check.
No, sorry. That you need to roll the saving. How about that? Okay, so you failed.
Wait, no, that was a check. I'm gonna roll the saving throw.
Oh, okay. Roll the saving throw. Okay, you still fail. So feel a whirling energy inside of yourself, and it seemingly flows outwards inside of you, but it seems to be having a very unintended reaction as it starts violently going up your body, and it feels like you're about to.
Ah,
You have about 30 seconds to figure out where you're going to dump this.
do you have somewhere I can just put this out, please?
Yeah, it's right there.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you go to that location and you just do your business, you're basically throwing up a green and blue fire, and it feels like everything inside of you is coming out. It's not quick, slow. Takes about a full minute. Stop.
I think it's done.
However, when it does end, you feel strangely a lot better. It's almost as if all of that self-loathing, negativity, doubt, and all of that negativity you had inside of yourself was just forcefully expunged out of you to whatever this green and black and you feel as light as a feather.
What did you do?
Mm. I have a clue.
I didn't know such a magic was possible.
To be fair, that was a brand new potion, so a potion's never been made moons. Not that way.
I didn't even know my scales can do that.
To be either.
To be yeah, this is also a good thing to speaking in character too.
Yeah. Also, Ravager, you are partly correct. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and say the properties of this. You have to make a Constitution check. On a fail, you get poisoned for 1 hour, as you have the poison condition for 1 hour. So currently, you have the poison condition.
Oh goddamn!
Be that way for the next hour. However, whether or not you pass or fail, well, sorry, if you fail, then you get the poison condition for 1 hour, and you end up starting throwing up for 1 minute as everything comes out of you. However, if you pass, then you don't have those side effects. If you pass, regardless of whether you pass or fail, though, it will feel as if every ounce of negativity inside of you, and both towards others and self, will just be completely expunged from your body, like all at once. It won't prevent more from building up, but it's like basically a therapy, where you basically go through a full round of therapy in a potion.
Thanos just chuckles. I have to know this by myself. This could be actually very good for me to learn.
I will also say, by the way, it's a rare potion. So it's a rare wondrous item. Rapper just says, wow, ha, almost like I needed this for the therapy I give him.
I'd never felt such positivity my whole entire life. I at least don't remember.
Not since you were a little kid. You feel like a little kid again.
Oh god, this feels wonderful. Thank you.
I will say, it gives no mechanical benefit. It's purely roleplay benefit. I'll point that out. There's no mechanical benefit. It's purely roleplay benefit, unless you count not being in depression as a mechanical benefit.
I count that as a mechanical benefit. I mean, potions that affect moods, I tend to make a lot. I accidentally made love potions. I made perfumes of bewitching before. And I never used them.
You can find out more in Oncoming Storm After Dark.
No! He is not using the love potion.
Sorry.
I mean, ironically, one of the first potions I made besides healing was perfume of bewitching. I don't know why that one struck a chord with me.
And you also remember, Cathanglis, that what originally got you was away from a friend you had when you were young. When they gave you a certain thing that let you just take, you couldn't do it very long, but that feeling of just having 40 potions, parents, the look in their face, that left a big impact. Wanted to help you. Potions.
Good just draws an image on a piece of paper. These creatures always were with me when I was little, and even now. I mean, it's ironic. I can even see some now. They're everywhere.
Toshio knows what Chewingas are. Do you remember what Chewingas are, Kayana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Seriously, they've just been following me around, tilting their heads whenever I speak, as if they're actually listening. Occasionally, they help me with my potion making, though I try to keep them away from it. Something that small contains a lot of power. It's kind of poetic.
We can hear your fan.
My
Okay, it
fan.
went away. It went away now.
I was about to say I have no fan on.
Oh, I heard a weird static in your microphone.
May have to fix it soon if it continues. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
I remember when I was little, me and Raju just, I don't know, pounce on them, and we were always astounded that no matter what happens, just seemed to always dodge and run away. It was kind of interesting just watching how they interact. Eventually, sometimes they get close to me, sometimes they get close to Raju.
You know Toshio. They live inside of objects like rock. That's why they can seemingly disappear. Go inside of natural objects.
What? What?
I was talking to Toshio.
I'm sorry, I was just making sure that I could turn on my fan without having the fan on, without having the fan heard.
Oh, I could hear the fan there.
God damn it!
I don't hear it right now, though. I heard it then when you...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heck, even they helped me today. The Joingas seem to just, no matter what I do, they always seem to just follow me around. I mean, they gave me a gift recently that allows me to use certain spells without any components. The only time they seemed to be nervous was when I actually got mad at my brother once. It was the only time I saw one actually hide from me. I guess I got tired and annoyed of him responding so negatively, doing heinous things, and just stealing. It kept on annoying me to the point where I just snapped at him. And then he kept on saying that everything I do gets everything and he does gets nothing. He just wanted some attention. I just wanted to help him, and at that point he was too far gone. He took that damn flute and he attacked my father. That was the only time I physically just stopped him from attacking, though, but the memory of that fight still lingers.
apologies. I'm just talking with Sakurai and
Oh, no, I understand. I mean, as much as I like to think everything is life is strange as far as I know. I then again have never lived a completely normal life. I mean, I'm a fae for God's sakes.
okay. So FYI, Fox, Diana's phone died, and now she's back on here with terrible head.
Ah! I am so sorry. I didn't notice that.
Quite alright. She DM'd it to me, so I'm just letting you know. So now you know what's up. Also, yes. By the way, um, I will say the potion keeps worries away for it. Maybe not 24 hour. I think 1 hour. However, if you want the effect to linger longer, you can choose to have it linger longer than an hour if you want to. But it will only forcibly apply the effects. Does that make sense?
Can he choose to have it linger longer?
Yes. That's what I just said. He can choose to have it linger longer if he wants to. The reason why it's a choice is because basically someone can either enjoy and accept the gift, basically this medication, or they can choose to reject it, in which case no longer lingers. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
But yeah, for a 1 hour time period, which is the exact same amount of time that you're poisoned, uh it's not only that you won't have negativity, any negativity that enters you will be actively pushed out. You know what I mean? So all the worries, all the sadness, all um yeah, all the worries, all the sadness, all the doubt, all the anxiety, depression, the scars, all that sort of stuff. It just won't bother you for that entire. It's not like it's gone. It's just it's not. It doesn't have any hold over you. It's just all affect you anymore. Or I will say maybe not necessarily
Makes
happy.
sense.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Could you do me a favor between this session and the next one?
Yes.
Could you write that one down as an official potion that Toshio invented and allowed you to. I'll let you come up with a name in the act. Does this sound fun, Fox?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Uh, Diana, are you going to be able to continue this? Or are you unable to do so? Because I cannot hear you. So. Oh, now I can hear something. Sounds like you're. Potion of Therapy Yasmin. That's not a bad name. But go. You'll have to message Fox about that. Then again, Fox can be Twitch chat.
Fox can indeed reach your chat.
Fox is talking about himself in the third person. Oh, okay. So it's a conversation between Katangus and Toshio over at this point?
I mean, he would make the potion now.
Okay. So you just start making potions. So you're going to talk while you start making potion? Or
He actually, can I roll for him to make a new potion?
what rarity?
I'd say this is rare.
Also, you're gonna have to tell me the potion's effects first in DMs. Then I'll tell you how rare it will be. So go ahead and DM me what the potion's effects are. Ravager, it's not that his fears would go in and out. It's more just the fact that he won't have any for 1 hour, basically. And then after that hour, he can choose to either accept not really having any own doubts anymore, or he can choose to get them back after that hour. If he wants to reject what the potion gave him, he can then go back to normal. But if he wants to keep that feeling, gods. Yeah, it could be 1 hour of arson, as you said, and and then you can just go back to normal if you want, or you can just keep that feeling. Also, I doubt Zokorai would do arson as his first thing when he's happy.
Why is his first thing arson?
Zokorai's itching for a fight right now. Said so himself.
I think that's a good way to name the potion.
Fox, that's a very rare potion.
What is the? How does the hill giant, storm giant? I was trying to do that before the dexterity.
This thing, dexterity is a much more valuable stat than. So it would not be equivalent.
Actually, wait. I make a potion of. I want to make a potion of poison breath. Just for the fun of it.
So potion of fire breath, but it does poison damage instead.
Hmm?
Sure. Do that. You can do that. And would it still have the same effect where if you throw it, it's ball, poison ball?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That works.
Could they just goes over? Mind if I just show you what my skills?
Please do.
It's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna make a new potion for you.
Also, to be fair, Ravager, arson always.
It's legit. Oh wait, how much checks for each? 3, 3, and 3?
For what? That potion?
Hmm?
What was the rarity?
Uncommon.
Okay, so it would be 3 herbalist, alchemist. Here. $52 Arcana. Technically proper work. So do whatever you have to get. So there's 1 year alchemist. So now 2 more alchemists.
I keep on forgetting I have to add +5 because it's helping.
I don't know. Is Toshio helping or is she just watching you?
Actually, would it make sense? I
He
think she would
wanted
just
to
be
show
watching.
me his, because he wanted to show me his skills, so
Yeah, so don't add in the +5
she
for
would be
helping.
watching.
Yeah, so don't add in the +5. Okay. Wow, that one was barely a pass. That's a pass. You passed all of them, and you made that proposal. However, we'll point out something that will. Saying this, you forgot that making this potion takes 8 hours.
I knew.
That means that other people will be up right now, and they might be coming here to talk to you right now. So we're gonna have to cut this session short then.
Wait, doesn't he make a double batch technically?
No, because we need enough 30s or higher. You have not rolled a single 30 or higher. Because the check required is a 50.
Oh, I thought it decreased it by 5.
Normally it's a 20. Decreased by 5. It's
Oh, right.
no, the 15 I was talking about was already in. So no. But yeah, I feel that's where.
Indeed.
So you have successfully made this batch. Yugioh, you got your skill. However, I will say in this moment, that's when someone else would walk in. That's when we'll end the session here. So starting into session 2. I'll go ahead and say, next session will be session 6.
Mm-hmm.
Starting into session 6, ends the potion. Does that make sense?
It does.
So yeah, your final check will basically be in session 6. So granted, you've already done them, but my point is like you'll still be making your final. You'll still be on like the final half hour when the actual sessions. Anything else you'd like to add right now on the screen before we end the stream?
Nope, I think everything I talked about perfectly.
Cool. How well do you feel it went, Kayana? Your voice acting was brilliant as always.
Was it? I didn't know.
Well, I mean, everything that you said does not contradict with things I've already said, and for those things that you didn't know about, I went ahead and filled you in. Is there any questions that you have before you leave to go help a different?
So I didn't?
You did great.
Yes, you did.
Yep. You honestly did
Really?
well. Love you, Kayana. I believe that's technically the first time I sat down on camera. Either way, let's see what Ravager's been saying. 1 hour of arson. Yes, the H board something doesn't have. Also, I'm trying to not be so fearful. Fair. Okay. He is chaotic neutral. We need to remember. Silver is chaotic neutral. He's not a good person necessarily. He's a neutral person.
You're right. He's a bad person.
No, bad person. Like evil. He's just neutral. He just doesn't care about it. It's like, unless you're someone like very specific important to him, he does not care about the gender. And that's Dokura's MO. He really does not care. It's not like he doesn't wish ill on people, but he doesn't really care about what happens to them either.
And to be fair,
Yeah, unlike Cathanglis, who Cathanglis cares about everyone.
He just wants to make sure people are safe and okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, Zokor is like, well, as long as it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing, I don't care if they're.
I also just realized Kathanga's technically joined the magical standing army.
Oh, he didn't. He did not technically.
All right. I would like I that was implied that he was like willing to protect them in their hour of need.
Oh, well, okay. That means that you're willing to stand by the magical standing arm. Kitnya, not Kitnya, Kayana, would you be willing to, as Toshio, would you be willing to have him faction as like an official member?
Hmm?
Was that a yes? I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah.
Okay. So as Toshio, we'll go ahead and say that you gave him the badge so that he becomes a brain root, which means that books to study from are eligible to. Which reminds me, you have not actually studied the books from any of the factions.
He has a lot of his foot.
He has a lot to study, but he does not have that much free time. Anyway, it's 16 hours a day of study, 1 week. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for watching, if indeed you still are. And I'll see y'all later. For those of you watching this on Twitch, stick around. I'll be ready, but goodbye.